Ever wonder how apps like Instagram or X are built? Post, likes, comments, real-time chat, and Clerk Authentication all in one app? This isn't just a project, it's your blueprint to build something massive. Let's code the next big thing. Hit subscribe and dive in. Hey developers, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we are building the full set of backend, frontend, and every third-party tool you will need. We are talking Clerk for authentication, Tailwind CSS for styling, Cloudinary for media, and MongoDB for the database. All in one powerful setup. Let's get everything running from scratch. Before we jump into the setup, let me quickly walk you through the project. So this is our deployed app. The front ends hosted on Vercel. You can see the URL. And the backends running on render. Pretty clean, right? So here is the home page. You can see this is the sidebar and all the pages: discover, create, library, users, chat. Now at the bottom of the sidebar you can see a user icon, a user logo. If I click on it, you will see the Clerk authentication modal. From here you can sign out, update your profile picture, or change your password and security setting, all fully integrate with Clerk. On the home page you can see all the posted. At the left side you can see the post, and right side all the users. It is responsive, and you can follow, you can unlike, you can unsave, you can like, you can save, you can comment on it, you can comment, you can delete, you can save, all the stuff. And all the save and like content you can see here. And if somebody follow you, or you already follow somebody, you can see here. So this is the followers and this is the following, which means somebody follow you. This is our library page, and this is the users, all the users on our database. And this is the chats. So you can see this is the chat. This is the chat homepage. This is the chat window. Let's say I pick this one, and you can see I chat a lot of things. And this is the, so now you can chat in real time. Yes. Now you can see yes, using WebSocket. So cool, right? And that's the quick overview. Now let's start setting up the entire stack from scratch: front-end, back-end, and all the third-party services. Alright everyone, right now I'm inside VS Code. If you are using other text editor or IDE, you are good to go, but for this project I'm gonna use this VS Code. So let's build up our project. So right now I'm in this folder, so let's create our project folder. I call socially, you can call whatever you want. Our first letter is bigger, okay, capital, socially, and then I have to create another one, nested backend, or you can call server, backend, and then I have to initialize. So let's new terminal, Here you go, cd backend, cd socially, and then backend. Here you go. Let's initialize init.y. So yeah, npm init dash y, and here you go. So now the project is being initiated. So let's import all the package. Let's install all the package. So npm I. So I already just create all the packages. So I'm gonna select and paste, and here you go. So this is the backend. So we have socket.io, svx. So don't worry, I can explain all the things as I go. Let's copy and let's paste it. Here you go. Now it install all the packages, right? So we have to connect our MongoDB. Okay, so let's go to MongoDB while it's importing or installing. So right now I'm inside MongoDB at last. Okay, so if you don't have an account, please create and then log in. So once you log in, it redirect to the home page or maybe here. Okay, so and you have to create your organization. Just put the name what he wants. Okay, and then you can see this type of UI or maybe new UI. So I have bunch of project already. Let's create a new one from scratch. So click on it and then you put a name what you want. So let's say put socially. So socially, and then next, click next, and so you are the owner. So now I think you are the owner. So I think you don't want to bring anybody. So you are the owner. Just create project. And then you have to create a cluster. Okay, so let's create that. And now you have to select the cluster. So right now we are going to choose a free tier cluster because it's a learning project or it's a hobby. So yeah, let's select a free version and the name is cluster 0. I just keep as it is. You can change it. And the provider, AWS is fine. And then region. So you can see a lot of region is out there. Just choose your nearest. So yeah, and then create a deployment, and now, so this is your cluster string. So this is your username and this is your password. You can copy from here, but let's create our database users and choose a connection method and then choose a driver because we are going to use Node.js. You can see. So and now you can see the URL string, right? So just copy and yeah, and then you have to put this URL inside .env, right? So you have to create .env, but if I show you, and this is the .env. Okay, so guys, this is the just don't copy mine, okay, because I delete all the things after launching this project. So this is the MongoDB. Okay, this is the MongoDB URL, and yeah, you can put this double quoted or just put as empty as you wish, right? So this is the MongoDB URL, and then you have to do done, and now it takes time. Well, now go to cluster, and now you can see your browse collection. So this is your MongoDB data, So right now you don't have any database, so that's why you are seeing this one. But if you want to practice, you can practice with the built-in data, right? So this is our MongoDB URL, and now it's time to create its configuration, right? Configuration folder. So right now I'm inside this social media folder because this is my project. Okay, so we have this backend and we have this config folder. So inside config folder I have these four, like Cloudinary, MongoDB, multi-storage, and socket. Now for now let's understand MongoDB, okay, because this is the MongoDB configuration folder, and we are going to connect this one with our index.js, right? So yeah, we are going to call it on index.js. So this is the Mongoose library, okay, MongoDB provide in order to communicate the MongoDB database, right? And this .env, in order to access the data from environment variable. And here just I'm calling this one with config, and as you know, this is an asynchronous function. Why do you need asynchronous function? Because it takes time to so that's why. And it's return promises, so that's why it's easy to use asynchronous await keyword rather than then, right? So yeah, and inside try block I'm just put a wait, and then this is the Mongoose library, and this is the connect method, and this method accept this URI string and other option. So you can pass the option, but I'm just okay with that URI. Okay, so this URI is coming from environment variable, and this is a console log for debugging purpose. Once the MongoDB URI is successful, so we can get and we can show this message in order to understand what's going on, right? And if anything goes wrong with MongoDB, so we are going to catch up. That's why we are handling all the error inside catch block. So this is the catch block, right? And if you notice, right, so I put this one because meanwhile, if anything goes wrong with MongoDB, but we want to get instantly message. But if you don't put here, if anything goes wrong with MongoDB cannot throw an error, right? So I want a real-time error, so which can help me a lot. Otherwise, silently MongoDB will be crash and you don't understand what's going on. So yeah, that's why it's very helpful. Yeah, this is a MongoDB, and now it's time to call this one inside our index. So I have index.js or app.js. You can call server, whatever you want. Okay, it's up to you guys. And so this is our entry point of backend, right? So I initialize all this stuff. Don't worry, I'm gonna explain each of line. So for now, just focus MongoDB. Okay, so connect to MongoDB. Just I import this one from MongoDB, config, and then I call here. So, right, and all this stuff. So when our app is running, or when our app is a mount, so it connect with MongoDB database always. So that's why we call this one into our index.js, right? So yeah, this is our MongoDB. So, and if you look at our installation, let's go to here we go. I think we install all the packages, right? This is a Clerk SDK node because we are going to use Clerk Authentication, and yeah, in few minutes we are going to also connect the Clerk, all the stuff, don't worry. And then Backend.js, to hash our password, and then Cloudinary cookie parser. Here we don't need cookie because we are going to pass the bearer token, okay, but if you keep your things like if you want to use cookie, so you have to use cookie, right? And then course, and then course, right? And .env, Express, JSON web token, and then mongoose, Malter for file handling. You can use Express upload file handling, but Malter unlocks a lot of features, so that's why. And then NodeMon and Socket.io and SVIX in order to communicate with web hooks. So this is the just library, and yeah, because Clerk recommend this library, so that's why. And yeah, this is our package. So let's go to Cloudinary setup, right? So this is our Cloudinary platform. Okay, so yeah, so guys, if you don't have account, please create one, and then once you log in, you will redirect or land on this homepage. So you can see, and from here we need three things. First is cloud name, this one. Second is API's key. Okay, so yeah, just go to API keys, and once you do, you can see this is your cloud name, and just copy and paste on environment variable, and then you need API key and API secret. So if you want to visit, so click on it, and now Cloudinary sent a message to your email, which email you have used on this platform, and copy that code, paste here, approve, and then you are ready to go to grab this API secret. Once you do, then visit the environment variable inside your project. So this is the social media, this is my main project, and so I already copy, and this is the Cloudinary name, okay, and Cloudinary API key, Cloudinary API secret. Just you have to copy this one, okay, and paste here. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna delete my account very soon, so don't copy mine. And then also you have to create your JWT secret. And here I think we don't need, because if you don't use course, or if you use third-party library like authentication like Clerk, so Clerk can handle all of them, right? So but if you don't want to use Clerk, so you need this one. Okay, so this is the Cloudinary, and now we are going to set up the Clerk. So this is the Clerk. Okay, so again, if you don't have account, please create, and just create an application. So when you log in, so let's say I log out, and then I think then you can see, let's sign out. And yeah, so now you have to do, so let's say I log in, so yeah, this way you have to do it, and then once you do it, and now you are redirected to this one. Okay, so I have my other project, let's create new one. So yeah, and then you have to select what type of and put a name, let's say put a socially, and socially, yeah, this is the project name. You can see this, this way you can see socially, right? And you have to select email is right, and what type of things you want inside your modal. So yeah, Google is fine, or maybe GitHub, or maybe Apple, yeah, whatever, Microsoft, LinkedIn, Drop, Discord, TikTok. So all the third party, what you can handle with Clerk, right? So once you do, just create, let's say Google and Apple, create application, or just I don't want Apple, and just Google, and if you want, just select here, and I want email, right? So yeah, let's create application, and so yeah, so you are creating your application. So yeah, so I'm using React, choose React, and this is the SDK, React SDK, like, yeah. And yeah, now, and these are for, front end, right? So yeah, you have to create the project, and then you have to install, then you have to install for front end. Okay, so this is the front end. Don't worry, when you work with front end, definitely will work. So yeah, so I'll come back again when you work on front end. Okay, so this is a front end key, publishable key, and this way. So okay, and yeah, all this stuff. Okay, let's understand the back configuration. Let's pick the, so guys, we have to grab these API keys from here for front end, choose React, and then just we have to copy this one. Okay, you have to copy and you have to paste. Yeah, this is a publishable key, you can see here, right? And then you have to copy this secret. So you have to copy here and then you have to paste on backend. If I go on my backend.env, so you can see this is my backend.env. So Clerk secret key, this is a Clerk secret key, and this is a must. Without this Clerk cannot talk to anybody. So yeah, you have to put here. And also we have to grab the webhook secret, because once you create our account, we want to update the MongoDB database. So let's create it. So once you do, or even you can create a new one. So as a default, just pick it. If you want to add new one, you can add from here. Okay, so this is the API key. This one for like this one for backend, and this one for front end. Okay, and we need also webhooks. So yeah, there is a developer just choose webhooks. This is a webhooks, right? And we need that. So, and you have to create your endpoint. Okay, so yeah, and now you have to put the deployed deployed URL, right? If you put the local host, it's not gonna work. So you have to put a local host, deploy host, and then yeah. So let's say I go here and I can put this one, and okay, let's back to our app.js. This one you have to put the backend, not front end. So this is our front end. Okay, so let's go to I think you get the idea. Okay, I have to put the render. Yes, this is my render. Okay, and so you have to put the render one, like your backend URL, and then you have to create API, then slash webhook. This is your endpoint. Okay, this one your endpoint, and then just choose the events. So here I only care about the user event, nothing else. Just user create, user update, and user delete, and then create, and that's it. So and now you have to copy this signing secret. You have to copy, and you have to copy this one, and you have to copy this one, and you have to paste the backend here, Clerk webhook secret, this way, right? So yeah, this is pretty cool. So we have got our Clerk secret, we have got our webhook secret, right? So all this stuff, and so now we set up our we connect our our project with the tools, but we have to configure all the setup, right? So we did only MongoDB, but this is Cloudinary. Okay, and we import v2. So Cloudinary provide v2, but we name it Cloudinary. So like v2 as Cloudinary, and we import in order to access the variable from .env, and that's why you call here. And this is a Cloudinary, this one, and put a name config, and then cloud name, yeah, right, and then we access API key, API secret, and then we export default Cloudinary, right? And similar for MongoDB, and then Malta storage. So okay, so I'll back to this Malta storage and socket when you are work on it, right? So this is our basic setup, okay, for backend. Now let's create frontend. Okay, let's create frontend. So let's go to the Tailwind CSS, because we are going to use Tailwind CSS. So we have to put a project name, right? So let's copy this one, I put, and then create another one, create new terminal, and then inside socially, let's cd socially, and then paste it and name client, client. Here you go. It takes time, right? So let's choose React, and then JavaScript, and yes, and it takes time. Okay, and now it's installing all the stuff. And here also we have to grab all the stuff, and here you go. Now we are running 5173. So let's go to this URL, and yes, this is the React and feed, right? So it's working. Let's set up the Tailwind CSS. So I just clean the, and let's import the Tailwind. So install Tailwind. This is the vite config Tailwind, and I think I made a mistake. Why? Because I have to put inside client. Okay, you get the idea. Okay, because yeah, you get the idea. Like we have to put inside client, but let's do it again. Client, and then you have to put this one. Yeah, I can delete this one, but you get the idea. And yes, and just copy here and paste inside vite config, and vite config, right, and then CSS. So inside source folder we have global CSS. Just remove all of these and just paste here, and then just run it. So I'm gonna clean up also app.js. I don't need all of this, so copy and just RFC. If you don't have this snippet, okay, I'll show you this extension. Okay, so just where is the extension, man? So you have to search. You have to search. You have to search. You have to search Tailwind. Yeah. Which the name? Yeah. ES3. ES7. Yeah, this one. So I already download. You can see 16 million people download. So yeah, it's very helpful. So when you search RFC or all the things, you can get it. So let's test our Tailwind. Let's say BG red 700. No, not this way, man. Small letter. BG 700 or red 700. And let's run our code. Project again. Yeah. npm run dev. Let's see. Yeah, it's expected because I have to put this one React here. I have to put React here. Then it's gonna work. Now here you go. So now Tailwind also set up. And now Tailwind also good to go with our React project, right? And now let's import all the necessary packages for frontend, right? So let's clear the terminal and then npm I. So I already have all the packages. Just I'm gonna copy. So yeah, you can get my entire code from GitHub. So don't worry, I'll put the link on the description. Just grab the code and paste all the comment. This is the front end. So just copy entire front end and just paste here. Here you go. So I have the Clerk SDK, the Socket IO client, the React Toastify, React Outer DOM, React Redux, React Loading Skeleton, React Icons, Framework Motion, Axios, and Redux Toolkit. Because we are going to use RTK Redux Toolkit in order to manage our state, right? So it's take time a little bit. Just wait for it. Yeah, here you go. We have all the package have been installed. Here you go. Now so Clerk, React, this is the Redux Toolkit, Tailwind, Axios, Framework Motion, Moment for time formatting, and React. This is the React icon, this is the React loading skeleton, React Redux, React Router DOM, React Toastify, Socket IO client, and Tailwind. Okay, so far we set up our front end, backend, right? So yeah, for this video, I think we are close to end up our video. So if you like this tutorial, please subscribe my channel so you can see all the video are coming soon. So thank you for watching.